Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Dave Golokhov. Today we're looking at the NBA game between the Portland Trail Blazers and the Indiana Pacers. How you doing today, Dave?
I'm doing pretty good.
All righty, man. Now, the Pacers entered Friday on a 6-game losing streak, and clearly they've been struggling lately. Now, can they turn it around on Saturday, man?
I think this is a tough spot for them. You know, the Pacers have been struggling, as you mentioned. During that 6-game losing streak, the defense is really what's let them down, giving up 160 points per game in that stretch. That's really disappointing. I mean, we know that this team has to win with defense because in the offseason they lost Lance Stevenson, Paul George. They've suffered a bunch of injuries so far this year. It's just, even with some guys coming back like David West, it hasn't worked for them offensively. They're just not the same unit. So they have to win with defense, and recently they haven't been, and that's essentially why they're losing. You know, on Saturday they're playing a Trailblazers team that's one of the highest scoring in the NBA, one of the best inside-out teams. I think that's really going to be a big challenge for them.
All right, man. Now, the Blazers, they've been one of the best teams in the NBA over the last month. They started the year 3-3, but won 14 of their next 15 games. Now, do you think they can stay hot on Saturday, man?
I do think so. I mean, these two teams last Thursday on December 4th, and the Trailblazers took care of business at home with a 6-point win. That was sort of an ugly game in the style that Indiana would like to play, final score 88-82. I think this time around, you know, when you face a team so close together, that will be the, you know, what it will be like within 10 days, there'll be the second meeting. I think they're going to have a much better feel for the Pacers, and that the game will not be played in the same style. I think Portland will get their offense going. This is really for Portland to win. They need their inside-out game going. You know, Portland lost on Wednesday to Minnesota, and that was really because their interior guys like LaMarcus Aldridge had an off night. I don't think Indiana really has anybody that's going to slow down a guy like Aldridge in this spot. And I think you're going to see that inside-outside game work really well. I think Lillard has some really good mismatches against the Pacers guards. So I think the inside-out game is going to work well for the Trailblazers. Playing the Pacers for the second time in 10 days is going to work to their advantage. And I think they're in a good spot to get the win here.
All right, so what's going to be the pick for this game, man?
I'm going to lay the points with the Trailblazers. You've got the Pacers starters who score just 54 points per game. That's 28th in the NBA. You know, you got an Indiana team that just is laboring not only at the offensive end, but is laboring at the defensive end. Now they've got to play one of the teams, one of the elite teams in the NBA. The Trailblazers have a ton of depth, good inside-outside scoring. So I think that all of that spells trouble for the Pacers, and you get a Trailblazers win and cover here.
All right, good stuff. Hey, Dave, thanks a lot, man, and we'll talk some more basketball again next week.
Okay.
All right, man, take care. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.